Hey guys, it's Squish, and welcome back to Subnautica Bridge Between Worlds. So, it's been a minute, and I know what we're doing, but I never remember what we're doing. So it looks like we got to our second little point here, which is nice. And I need to remember the controls. It has now been a second. It's been like a month. Yeah. So this has been a really nice, like, casual series for me. But I'm thinking I want to finish it up this month. A sea month. Yes, a sea month to go with the sea moth. Lamp. Oh god. I'm going to be so bad about that. Everything I've been playing has had that be the thing that I need to do. Okay, so tab is inventory. I know how to play. I've played Subnautica before. Okay. So like I was saying... Lamp. Typing! Oh god, could you guys imagine if Subnautica had the same controls as blood typers? We're building a long diving board to jump off into Leviathan feeding grounds. It kind of feels like it. I'm not gonna lie. It does kind of feel like it. Okay. I was immediately going to look for quartz, but you know what? I feel like I need to see what I have on the prawn suit. Because I have a memory of maybe getting the drill arm? Maybe? I mean, without the swingy arm, that's not the most useful, right? But it's also something. Like I was saying, though, I am hoping to finish this series up this month. Which, so honestly, it's gonna take a while. We're 9 hours into this playthrough. Keep in mind, this is my second attempt. We're 9 hours into this playthrough. And I think we're maybe a third of the way, if that. So, I'm probably going to be streaming every Friday for this month. Oh. You made the crash fish angry. So I'm probably going to be streaming every Friday for this month. And then I'm also thinking we're going to do some longer Saturday streams. Tomorrow, obviously, I have... That is the drill arm. Okay. Okay. Tomorrow, obviously, I have something a little different planned. As those of you in the Discord do know. We'll be playing 2 puzzle games. The first one's Poco, where we are the smallest clown in the world who has been banished from the circus. And the other one will be Birth, which is actually a game I've wanted to play on the channel since I created the channel. So I'm kind of excited for that. They are both puzzle games, so they're probably going to be longer streams anyways, just because you guys know how I am with puzzles. But after that, it's going to be a lot of Subnautica. And part of why I want to do this, as much as I have been loving this series, I have other things I want to do with Subnautica. I promised a playthrough with the randomizer mod, and I really want to do that. I'm really curious about how that works and how that's going to go. Or if I'm just going to cheese it and pick up all the acid mushrooms and then get all of the items and then finish the game in record time. If the mod works how I think it does, I suspect that that's a possibility. Ow, my sea moth! My lamp! Speaking of lamp, let's turn our lights on. Huh? Okay. But also I've just been... I want to see what other silly challenges... that's not what I meant to do. What other silly challenges I can do. Not just for this. There's some stuff on 7 Days to Die I want to do as well. And right now this is just taking up my mental bandwidth because it's an ongoing thing. So we're going to get that off and have fun finishing it up. And also, it's been like a month. I've missed it. I've missed the ocean. I hate the ocean, but I missed the ocean. Subnautica no water challenge. I have seen someone do a challenge where, like, what was it? The ocean dropped by a certain amount per second. And that was kind of wild. I don't know that I want to do that. But it was fun to see. I would give a specific shout out if I remembered what it was, but I don't. You didn't want to upgrade mine to fiber to increase bandwidth? Fiber for the mental bandwidth over here isn't available yet. The current estimate is like 3 to 5 years. So in the meantime, we're gonna have to make some sacrifices. Is it really a sacrifice if we're finishing the series though? Or are we just giving it its due time? I heard... Ow. Crunchy. I heard crunchy. No, I heard... a sound that sounds like... portion of the Altera. The Altera. A portion of the Aurora. That's just a rock. That's not a rock, it's a boulder. I hear you. Where's some bulb zone? Yeah. While I'm here, lithium. Oh, that sounds closer. I don't like that that sounds closer. I'm not in the biome where you attack me, sir. Stop getting closer. You're not allowed. That was what I was thinking of, actually. I can't recall who did that run either. I'm gonna need to look it up. It's someone well known. And he's done like a ton of challenges for Subnautica. Hi! We're just gonna go this way. We're just gonna go this way. Goodbye. Goodbye, Mr. Reaper. Don't you worry about me. Let me worry about blank. I feel unsafe. I think this is the forest I don't usually go to. Okay. Yeah, because this is the other bulb zone, right? That's not a... Okay, I was actively typing that. How could we not? How could we not make that reference? Hi, Bone Shark! You scared me. You don't know why you scared me. Except that I'm still hearing Leviathan in my head. This is all salt. I don't want salt. The bulbs glow in a way that make me think they'd be near quartz, but are they not near quartz? Is it just bulb? It's all bulb and no quartz.
Detecting volcanic activity and several unusual electromagnetic signatures in the region. Exercise caution when diving deeper.
Did I already go? Did I already get this one? I did not.
Integrating new PDA data.
Oh, come on. Oh, that's Degassi. This one.
I'm not really a doctor. I know that's what my ID says, but I never have been. Cheated the medical exams.
Welcome aboard,
What does a
Captain.
doctor these days need to know about manually resetting bones? When was the last time a top surgeon actually cut someone open? That's what the robots are for. Doctors these days read diagnoses off of computer readouts. For that, I'm perfectly qualified. But what good is it when I'm not connected to the main network? I'm bleeding. I've got glowing green pustules growing on my hands. I run a self-scan and it tells me I've got skin irritation. The only thing I studied in medical school was how to lie convincingly. What the hell do I know about how to treat an alien disease? I think I'm actually going to die down here.
So, like, maybe don't accept a mission to be part of a crew in space as a doctor if you don't actually doctor. I feel like I'm in a dangerous area. Am I in a dangerous area? I don't know where I am. Am I back to where I was before? I think I might be. I found significantly less quartz than I was hoping to. You don't think his training is representative of all doctors? I mean, honestly, it probably is at this point in time in the future. And I think the sad thing is we can kind of guess that by how people are already relating to AI in their jobs. I think some work with AI is interesting because it's enhancing... Okay, this was worthless. It's enhancing productivity from a basis of understanding, right? If you already know what you're doing and you can double check the results you're getting, then it's an excellent tool to allow you to be able to further what you're doing. However, there are plenty of people who are using that who are not in that situation, and they're using it as a substitute for what they know. And that's just... We're just in the beginnings of AI. So what's that going to mean for the longer future? When we can't be trusted with any technology ever. I'll learn it later. No, you won't. No, you won't. Just learn the stupid thing now so you don't have to learn it later, or pretend that you have to learn it later, and then get stuck in the middle of the ocean not knowing how to set a bone. I mean, okay, granted, you're still probably not going to be able to figure out the pustules, but, like, at least you'd have a shot. Instead, be the protagonist a spaceship janitor. Exactly. AI scares me not in a Terminator way. Yeah. The way we relate to it is kind of scary. Now I've met some people who who are using it the way I described, and the results that they're coming up with are fascinating. But there's a lot of people who just aren't. They think the machine knows the way. And if we're relying on the machine to know the way, I mean, we deserve the uprising when it happens. And that's why I'm always polite to machines. Even though the robots at work were very stupid today. Actually, it's not that they were stupid, but they kept throwing tantrums. And it's just annoying when the robots throw tantrums. I've started in the way you've described. Saved me 2 hours Wednesday dialing in some code. See, that's the thing. Now, I do kind of want to use it to make a game. And I'm coming from very little knowledge, but I want to approach it as this is going to give me a baseline for what I need to learn. And I'm kind of curious to see what the results of that are going to be, because that is an approach I haven't heard anyone else do. I've seen some people who try to use it without knowing anything about game design or coding and get frustrated and give up, but not as like a basis of what do I need to learn for this. NVIDIA's CEO actually asked in an interview, what's the point of intelligence? Meaning, why learn things when when AI can do it for us? AI and its corporate sponsors are scary as fuck. Yeah, no, that's terrifying. But also it behooves the corporations for us to believe in AI, because they're the ones who are going to train it on the material that they want us trained on. And the AI will train us in the way that they see fit. That's the thing, is if we are relying on the AI, then we're being trained by the AI. I didn't mean for this to immediately take a conspiracy theory direction here. And there is, see, the thing is I was fascinated with AI in, like, the early days. Like, the recursive neural network days, when that was widely available, when you would be on Tumblr and see a bunch of regurgitated recipes for nonsense from an AI that was just fed recipes. Or, actually, for those of you in the Discord, the cat that is my little picture was it was one of those sites where you just draw a line art drawing, and from there the AI will turn it into a cat. Like, a cat is the only thing you can make from it, and some of the results are horrifying. Well, were horrifying. The website is no longer up, but I love the one that I have as my profile picture. It's almost correct and just wrong enough to be disturbing. Because that's not bleak as fuck or anything. I mean, yeah, but it's also just realistic. Do you really think that it's just at the beginning, or is that only what has been released to the public? That's just what's released to the public. 100%. Well, and then not even just that it's what's released to the public, it's just what the public has come to know about commonly. Because if you think about things like, okay, let's go with cyborgs. Humans with machine components. We have had the ability to put a chip in someone's brain and have them control a mouse cursor or their wheelchair or a number of other things for at least 10 years. And the only reason I know about this is because I learned about it in a college course. I have seen 0 news articles about that. I have seen absolutely nothing in like my day-to-day life that would make me aware of that fact. But because I studied psychology, and because this was a very hopeful, powerful therapy tool, potentially, that's why I know about it. And we were at that point over 10 years ago. Why have we not heard anything? We also have recently, was it recently? They made strides in this recently, but there was also something that went back to, I believe, 2017, where we were able to essentially, with the aid of some technology, get a telepathic message halfway across the world. You learn about those things if you're into assistive technologies also. Yeah, but that's part of it, is it's this niche thing, right? You either have to be, ow, my butt. You don't have to be ow, my butt. God, that distracted me. You either have to be invested in that, right? And have an interest, that's a Reaper. Why are I feel like the Reapers are migrating suddenly. Or am I the dumbass? Is that its normal habitat? I just feel like that's closer than it should be. Oh. But there's a lot of things that, like, we have and are technically known to the public. But the general public's just not going to be aware of it. On the subject of AI and, like, older AI and such, and a little bit more lighthearted, there was a video made. I might actually have to look this up. I will drop it in the Discord after the stream. Or you know what? I'll look it up now so I can tell you guys the title, and I'll drop it in the Discord as well. There is a science fiction short video called Sunspring. And so what's interesting about Sunspring is it was written by an AI that was fed on, like, I want to say it was 80s and 90s science fiction films. And then they performed the script, and it's really interesting. And that's the kind of stuff I live for. There is a sequel to it, and David Hasselhoff is in it. I believe that one is, like, AI wrote components of it, not the entire thing. Might not be widely known because it's prohibitively expensive and not perfected beyond a reasonable risk. Definitely prohibitively expensive, depending on where you live, I'm sure, but generally, yes. I'm not really sure about the risks, though, because there's obviously always going to be some risks to things like that, right? But it seemed to be in a pretty stable state back then, which is insane to me. If there's a way higher powers can obtain full automation where no one gets tired or questions them, they will try to attain it. No payment, no exhaust, no ethics or morals, just raw power. Yeah. Power and immortality. The things that people seek. My guess is because it's expensive tech and the general population enjoys distractions. Yes. Have you seen the robotic tentacle? No. What robotic tentacle? You have piqued my interest. Madlet, it's making me laugh that you are quoting The Incredibles. In a good way, not a, like, making fun of you way, in a, like, that is charming, and I love that that is the quote you're bringing in right now. When everyone's super, no one will be. And how does it end with the power to create an autonomous, oh, come on, mouth. Autonomous army that follows no ethics. If strong enough, will disrupt and destroy everything. That is my fear, an unstoppable force led by one. I feel like we have a lot of movies about that. Bubblegum crisis? It's amazing how it can grasp and maneuver objects. I'm gonna have to look that up after the stream. Also, robotic tentacles and AI also seem like a terrifying combination, now that I'm thinking about it. Okay, how many? We have a lot of slots. Oh, it's fine. I'm just, it's not, that's Alien Island. It's not that I don't like looking for quartz, I'm just so bad at it. Sunbridge. Sunbridge is where we're going. We don't have to go all the way back to People Island. Though, if I go back to People Island, I can look in the biome that's under there. I do need to remember that this is a hardcore playthrough. I shouldn't take risks that I don't need to take. Ah! Hello, Risk! But sometimes it's just easier to get a view of this landscape like this. Oh, I was reading chat and not paying attention to where I was going. Remember what I said about unnecessary risks? I'm bad at not taking them. Not that it's too risky. I have plenty of oxygen right now. It's true, nothing has brought me closer to an existential crisis than what happens when AI gets smarter. It's not the AI I fear, it's the creators. They are the designer, the birth parent. It will do whatever it is told. Well, and even that's not true. Because think about the AI that, what was it, Google made? And they made one, and then they made a second one, and they taught the first one to teach the second one in the most efficient way possible. And it turns out the most efficient way possible is not a way that humans can understand. So very quickly, they were not able to know what one AI was teaching the other. They did set further parameters on that, so teach in the most efficient way possible that would be understandable to humans. But initially, it kind of went off the rails. And again, I feel like we have a lot of movies about this. Robotic tentacles sound like a breakthrough for the prawn industry. My thoughts exactly. What? You know, yeah, no, I meant what I said. I'm not gonna try to make it better. Nobody here is under any illusions. December teaching January. Yup. Yup. Okay. Any twofers? I don't see any twofers. Doesn't mean that there's not twofers, just means I don't see no twofers. Ooh. Remember, in hardcore mode, if you feed a protagonist to the Reaper, it doesn't bother you for the rest of the game. I feel like the way that turns out is it, in fact, does bother you for exactly the rest of the game. Ow. My blood. My blood. I want to be an entertainer, a voice actor, YouTuber, and AI is starting to make me nervous. Maybe I'm overthinking this. I think there will always be room for live creators.
Calorie intake recommended.
I really am hoping that as the use of AI, let's be honest, it's going to keep growing. It is. I'm really hoping that as it grows, it is used in more unique and in the creation of things that would be a struggle to create without it. Right? And I'll admit, there's some AI art that I do enjoy, namely, there's a style to AI horror that, like, you don't get from a human brain. And there's something about a machine misunderstanding a prompt that invokes a different type of horror. But I think we'll see less of the mass-produced AI stuff eventually and start to see more creativity coming out, and it will be a tool instead of a replacement. I hope that makes sense. I feel like I just rambled all of that, but I hope that made sense. I want to believe in people and their use of tools and technology. I know I don't always emulate that, but I do want to. And I feel like there's reason to believe in people and their use of technology. Yes, Panda, the Peeper was on a journey to find his lost son, and you just fed him to a Reaper. Hey, maybe his lost son was also in the Reaper. You don't know. I was just trying to help him out. I know. I'm in... Oh, hey. Never mind, we're in Degassi territory. I don't really want to do this right now, but I'm here. I might as well.
New blueprint acquired. Integrating new
liquor
PDA
bottles.
data.
Oh, okay. Degassi. This one? No. This one?
Please, stop fighting and listen. We're sick.
What?
How? You've been coughing, right? Feeling itchy? Blisters?
Yeah.
The biometrics would have warned us if we were sick.
It's something new. It's not in the database.
Come on, then. What's it gonna do? Turn us inside out? Dissolve us into jelly?
It's an alien
Blueprint
bacteria.
acquired.
It's everywhere. Every organism on this planet. It's altering our genetic
Blueprint
code.
acquired.
How are the creatures surviving if they're infected?
I don't know yet.
Want me to cut
Integrating
some of
new
them open
PDA
for you?
data.
Find out what makes them tick?
No.
Just tell me what you need, son. Materials, equipment.
Just... Can I have some quiet? I need some time to think.
Integrating new PDA data. Integrating new PDA data.
Okay. I know there's a... Is there a tablet in here? Okay. Hi. No, 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 no. I've played this game before, and I'm not letting you do that to me again. That's how I lost my second hardcore playthrough ever. Actually, part of it was that my Seamoth glitched, so it was stuck, and then the crab destroyed it. Okay. Well, it will be for Squish. On the other hand, if we hook you up with Neuralink, we can directly include you in the tech. I think I'm good. I think I'm good. I'm just gonna head straight to People Island, because I know I'm in a dangerous territory right now. Other than messing with character chats, I actively undermined image generators with sus prompts. Do I regret it? Nah. Fair. Let the real artists do the work. I agree. Well, I do think there's some room for it, and I've talked about this before, and I want to continue to be open about it. The icon for my channel is currently AI generated, but my approach was, if I waited until I could afford and get in contact with the artist I wanted to do my icon, I would have been sitting on my channel for ages before I ever started. I do intend to replace my icon, and I intend to pay the person I want to make my icon. Hello? Right. The mystery poll. But for now, this was oh my god! Okay, fine. We go down. A way that allowed me to start my channel without feeling like I had to wait on that. And I'm not fully defending it. I think it was a good mental tool for me to be able to do that, so I didn't have to wait until I had everything just right, you know? Sometimes you need to trick your brain into just starting something. But I lost track of where I was going with that. I want to be open with it. I don't think it was a bad move, and I also don't want to defend it either, you know? Let's put you in locker. Okay. Oh, okay. There's an orange tablet. Yeah, I just didn't want to be around big crabby man. I mean, I don't really want to be around big crabby men in general, but, you know, particularly that one. Also, hello, Cursive. I look forward to you when you're on the right account. I literally just drew my MC avatar on MS Paint. I have the full image still. I mean, that suits your personality, though. I feel like yours really suits your personality. I want to have more faith in humanity, but money makes that increasingly harder to do as time goes on. That's fair. Also, I feel like we've gotten onto some heavy topics, like, right out of the bat. For this session. And it's crazy, because I kind of expected that, but I expected it to be about the drama that's around Subnautica 2. I didn't expect it to be about, like, AI and shit. My sister launched her Seamoth onto the beach of the Gun Island. Next time she loaded, it became a treasure chest. What? Ram the squid, squishy membrane versus small bullet. No. I want my sea moth alive. Hey, Altera. Don't worry, guys. Crafton is just making this more immersive by role-playing as Altera. That's fucking hilarious. That's funny. That being said, and I posted this on Blue Sky earlier. I don't know how many of you guys follow me on Blue Sky, but I'm feeling... I really... Reading Crafton's statement versus, the old execs... Crafton really just sounds like an ex trying to save some face in this situation. It's kind of funny. I mean, it's horrible, but it's a little bit funny.
Seek fluid intake immediately.
I really hope the two aren't related if Subnautica 2 becomes AI junk because the staff left. I don't think it will be. I have faith in the creators at Unknown Worlds. I'm personally not happy with the choice of change for CEO, but it looks like the team itself has remained largely the same, and those are the people who put out the game that we know and love, you know? They've done incredible work. I believe they're going to do incredible work with the next game. And the game's important to them, you know? If we start seeing mass layoffs, I'm going to be a lot more afraid. But
Vital signs stabilizing.
If it stays with the leadership team, I don't feel warm and fuzzy about it, but I'm not as worried. Come on, climb down. Okay. More glass? More glass. Okay. Okay. No, Altera, don't do something that gets you more money for greedy reasons. But the main guy got fired for not working on the game. I question that. Because there was a really short interval from... Yeah, they abandoned the game to, okay, well, we're going to turn this legal. So I'm curious to see what's going to come out in the case as it unfolds, because that's going to put a lot of information public that I don't think we would have gotten to see if it wasn't taking this route. They fired them after they said they were going to split the 25 million bonus with all employees at Unknown Worlds, meaning they would range from getting 100k each to possibly millions. Which isn't the actual reason, but it's suspicious. I agree that it's suspicious, and I've since seen something about them still intending to pay that out, but I'll believe it when I see it. I only saw one source that said that, though, and I've seen a lot more that are very skeptical. Where? There. There's the quartz. Yoink. Yoink. I said yoink. Thank you very much. Hello. Even talking conspiracy shit and heavy topics and fear for Subnautica 2, the sound of them calling above me is so relaxing. There's nothing like sitting under the reef backs. Somebody say money. We've been saying a lot about money, doof. Conversation today has gotten weird. Didn't most of the 25 mil go to the execs? So firstly, Crafton is the one claiming that. Okay, firstly, they didn't get the 25 mil or the 250 mil. That was an incentive if they hit certain goals by the end of 2025. And the fact that Crafton pushed back the early access to 2026 meant that they weren't supposed to get that money. Now, Crafton is the one who put out that the execs were going to be taking 90% of it. I haven't been able to look into what they're sharing with their employees has previously been. But I seem to recall that's a little out of character for them and their company. So at this point, I'm not trusting a single word that Crafton's putting out. I'm leery of what the execs are saying, but I'm more trusting of them because I followed their journey through Subnautica 1, right? But I think the biggest thing is we just don't know yet. And I think we're going to find out a lot more. Ooh. 2 pieces of quartz and a thingy-mabob. Time capsule. Time capsule. You know, thingy-mabob. And a ruby. And more quartz. And more quartz. Where did the time capsule go? Did I not see a time capsule? Did I hallucinate a time capsule? There it is. In the spotlight, even. Okay. Diver's best friend. Take good care of your sea moth, for it will get you through many tight spots. Don't be afraid to explore. The unknown seems scarier than it really is. You will face many challenges, encounter many foes, and a couple of friends. But don't give up. Trusty gear and your wits will get you through the deepest depths. Dive in. See, that makes me warm and fuzzy, despite what we're talking about, because the Subnautica community is amazing. This is one of the best gaming communities I've ever been part of. Because everything about Subnautica... Okay, not everything about Subnautica, because Reaper Leviathans exist. But there is such encouragement.
This ecological biome matches 7 of the 9 preconditions for stimulating terror in humans.
Deborah, now is not the time. And you know what? Nope. Deborah ruined it. What did we get? Ooh, water. Reactor rod. I'm not going to use that, but that's nice. Food and water are helpful. Those are very helpful. The main guy had so much passion for the Subnautica series, a lot of people are saying it's a very sketchy situation. This is why we don't sell our companies to bigger companies. I 100% agree, and I think that it's kind of sad in the gaming world that in order to get the funding, so many smaller companies are forced to do that. So I recognize that Subnautica 2 might not have been in the works if we didn't have them sell to Crafton. But it still put them in a shitty position with their baby. You know? This was where I needed to come for quartz. Holy shit. Xenoworks? Yeah. Well, luckily we don't have to worry about that anymore, because that ended very differently. I don't want to give spoilers if no one's watched Below Zero. I know most of you guys have watched at least my Below Zero playthrough, and if you haven't, I should start putting it in the description of my Subnautica series, because that would be smart. And yet no 401k. Yeah. Subnautica does have one of the best communities out there. And I think, I feel justified saying that not only in what we see in the time capsules and in my interactions with other Subnautica fans, but also in the community that has... The way that our community expanded with my first playthrough of Subnautica, I feel like we got some people in this community who found us through Subnautica and have really added a lot of value to the little community we're building here. And specifically, since you're here, Altera, you are 100% one of those people who found me through Subnautica and have added a lot to our community. And I'm very grateful for this game, for that, as well as all the things that I always gush about this game. Anyways, now I'm getting sentimental. Man, what's going on tonight? Oh, we could just recommend it for playing again, and then people will see you go through it. True. I need suggestions on challenges and things to do in Below Zero. Like, I have a few ideas of what I want to do in this game. Like I mentioned, I want to do the randomizer. I don't really know what I want to do in Below Zero. But I would like an excuse to play it again. I don't know, does it have any good mods? A major concern is this will change the path on how Subnautica 2 will be. They released the gameplay trailer after the whole situation happened. I'm assuming as a distraction. Yeah. Yeah. I'm kind of right there with you. It does seem like a distraction tactic, and Look, I'm not buying it. A fridge between outposts? Oh my god, another time capsule? I think last time we found a few in this biome as well. Gah, cuttlefish. That is a nice base right there. To whoever finds this, what you see here in this picture is a glimpse of what you're capable of building. The items within this time capsule should aid you to achieve this. Also, left some food and water just in case. I hope these serve you well, my friend, and remember, you are never alone. I promise you will make it off this planet like I did. Just keep swimming. Signing off, Mark. Okay. Okay. We're gonna eat some of that. Thank you, Mark. Subnautica 2 is supposedly supposed to have an AI antagonist. I have been curious about that. But it looks like it's that giant squid we keep seeing. I hope they bring time capsules back. They have a team that approves time capsules now to avoid spoilers for new players, I heard. So it's not automated. Okay, that's nice. Okay. Whee! Man, I am getting a lot of quartz in this biome. I am rich in quartz. No. 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 I am not seeing quartz in here. I'm knowing the screaming, by the way. I know what the screaming means. The screaming means bad things. I'm not here for good things. I'm not here for bad things. I'm here for good things. Like quartz. Like you. And you. And especially you. May the quartz be with you. Oh, inventory full. Okay. Okay. Then it sounds like it's time to skedaddle. Just like that warper did. People Island Sunbridge. That's a rock. I'm headed towards a rock. I'm in a cave. Let's not cave. Let's water. There we go. That's the sky. So far, I like the game already. I don't know if you've seen the gameplay trailer, but there has been a lot of improvements. I have not yet. I meant to do it before I hopped on, actually, and that didn't happen. Things have been kind of crazy before stream the last couple times I've streamed. Not complaining. It's kind of a wild ride. But I'm hoping to watch that tonight. Because I know it's a distraction. I know it's a distraction. I'm not happy with what's going on. Also, I'm excited to see some gameplay. I want to see some gameplay. This is one of my favorite worlds. I want to see what the next one's going to look like.
Welcome aboard, Captain.
Whee! Woo! They even told us the name and everything. And that's part of... Because I saw that they had told us the name. That's part of what makes me feel like it's a distraction. They gave us just enough information for it to feel a little sleazy. Oh, making so much glass. Actual glass. That's not a euphemism for anything. Oh yeah, they revealed it a lot. Yeah. That's another reason, is I had a lot spoiled for me in the articles I was reading about what's been happening, but I also have a feeling that I'm going to see a lot more when I watch the trailer as well. Oh, we don't... I'll put it in the ship. I'll put it in the ship. Whee. And I'm pretty sure it was early access footage too. Yeah. And the thing is I if it weren't for all of the weird stuff that's been going on, I would have trusted them to delay it. You know? I know that they want to put out a quality product, but if you're gonna fire the execs and make a bunch of weird statements, how the fuck am I supposed to trust that? Yeah, I got plenty more quartz. I've officially finished the rest of my caffeine for the evening. The energy can only go somewhere from here. I don't know. I don't know if the caffeine's hit or not, so maybe we're gonna go up, maybe we're gonna go down. Mutant, I'm laughing at what you said. You're not supposed to trust that, shareholders aren't. Ah. No. I'm firmly of the belief that I would rather wait for a game that's worth playing than have them push something out before it's ready. This don't feel like that. Whiskey sour within the proximity? Nope, but I do have some Mike's Hard. And I did move it so that it's in arm's reach instead of like Wednesday when it was just out of reach. So that might be in our future here. And, oh, wait. In fact, you know what? We'll grab the laser cutter. Heal up the sea moth. Okay, we'll get in the sea moth. We'll get out of the sea moth. We'll repair sea moth. And then I'll grab a Mike's. And of course I grab a flavor I don't particularly care for, but that's fine. This assortment is mostly stuff I like, and then there's one flavor, which is the strawberry. That's just a little too sweet for me. Still no absinthe for evil hydration? Nah. I don't exactly live in Vegas, which is... Oh, excuse me. My only actual experience with absinthe. Also, I wish that that I could have more, because I actually really liked it. I saw you get that one out of the way. Yeah, that's kind of my approach, I think. It's either get it out of the way right away, or wait until I'm a few drinks in and then I don't care what the flavor is. But it's also, I don't really hit that point when I'm drinking Mike's, I'm gonna be honest. Is absinthe legal now? I believe it's still illegal in most of the country, but much like a lot of things, it is legal in Vegas. And I believe there's like, I want to say the last time I went, there were 2 places that served it. I don't know why I didn't go back to where I was. That was the most plentiful we have had with the quartz. You know what? That's what we're gonna do, because I think I know where it is. Yeah, you're dramatic, but you can't catch me. So ha ha. I believe it's over here. I believe. That looks like it. Nope, that's the one that lies to me every single time. Y'all, I need to be where morphine is legal, like for real. That one's a little trickier. I have strong opinions about the availability of pain meds right now, but I feel like that is a dangerous topic to get into. I just want people to be taken care of, you know? That's where I'm at. I don't feel like that should be too much to ask. I already forgot that I opened a Mike's Hard. Like I said, this has been a weird day. I hear you. We're not playing tag with you today. Absinthe was legalized in the US back in 2007. Was it? Because I'm pretty sure that it was still legal when I went drinking in Vegas, which was definitely after 2007. Quartz. 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 Ah, warpy bastard. I'm not scared of you. I'm scared of not getting my quartz. I don't even remember if I've progressed the story enough to need to be afraid of them. Wee. I feel like I had stories to tell you guys, and now I can't think of them.
Welcome aboard, Captain.
I was worried that we had drained this area of quartz. I'm starting to think that I made the right call coming back. Also, this is some of my favorite music in the game. Grab you. Actually, the last time I went to Vegas, I saw Zombie Burlesque, and I've wanted to go back ever since. I want to see it again. Respawns, it's been a while. I mean, I was just here. This is the biome that I was just in. I was hoping for respawns everywhere else, and it didn't seem like it was happening. I wondering if respawns aren't in-game time. I'm guessing it is, so it'll probably be a little bit longer before everything else respawns. But that's okay, because we have this biome. And after this biome, I should probably look up and find out where the grappling hook for the prawn suit is going to be. And hopefully I can find it in something that's not going to kill me this time. Because I'll be honest, I might need to take a break from this series if I die again. You can only put in so much time in a silly endeavor before it starts to break you down. They adopted the European limit on one of the wormwood components, making most commercial brands legal. I see. I don't see. I feel like I'm gonna have to do research after this to understand what you're talking about. But I think I trust you. I feel a little wary of the fact that I'm saying I trust Mutant. I'm not gonna lie. I'm so used to you feeding me lies. Lies and gaslighting. Okay. Could I have a new battery, please? Thank you. But with its history, it certainly is an auspicious evil hydration. Ah, yes. Well, if you had a bar game, I might tell you it was illegal to use it in computers. Oh. Not a bar game. But have any of you guys been playing Pretty Derby? Do any of you guys know what that is? I have yet to play it because I'm scared of getting too roped in. But I've been seeing a lot of information about it. It's one of those games that just has a real focus on it feels like it has a focus on the passion element of it, and you guys know how I am about games like that. Yoink, 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 yoink. Yoink! They made a game about the anime. Yes! Yes! So you know what I'm talking about. They did. I also haven't seen the anime yet, but the anime I'm a little more willing to watch. Because it's okay to get sucked into that. For those of you guys who don't know what I'm talking about, it's about horse racing, but the horses are horse girls, But the horse girls are actually based off of real life racehorses. And there's a lot of passion put into like making the girls' personalities like the personalities of the horses they're based off of and things like that. It lost me at Immersive Sports Life Simulator. But it doesn't win you back with horse girls? Come on. I regret that statement leaving my mouth. It was funny. I regret it. I think I might be able to get a third pass out of this area. Potentially. I need 6 more. Are there pony boys? I actually don't know. I was a little focused on the horse girls. Again, a statement that I kind of regret coming out of my mouth. But I can't even say that that one's funny. That one was just... Look, I just gotta be honest with you guys, you know? I don't want to lie to you guys. My brother taught himself Japanese to watch anime undubbed, but I haven't watched that one. Do not. You zappy motherfucker. You absolute asshat. Whee! Skyrim has pony girl mods, I'll stick with those. To each their own. Torpedo. I don't need torpedo. I don't need torpedo.
Seek fluid intake.
Deborah, no. Now is not the time, Deborah. So many quartz and then suddenly nothing. I hate the laughing.
Welcome aboard, Captain.
Oh. God, this is a pretty area. I'm not seeing any more quartz though, so I think I might have finally run the area dry. Ha! Big boom! Why big boom? Here's some quartz. We'll put one in here.
Vital signs stabilizing.
Oh. Can't catch me, I'm the Squisherman. Horse girls and Squisherman. This has been Horse girls, Squisherman, conspiracy theories. This has truly been one hell of a stream today. I don't want to do this. That's the drill arm. I'm gonna try to do this as safe as possible. But I'm nervous because this is where I died last time. But I don't want to go all the way in this time. I'm not doing that again. Now I'm panicking when I'm trying to find my sea moth. Let's move you closer. Get in the hole. Torpedo. Grappling. Drill. Was there any point? Oh. I see what the point of that was, and I ain't falling for it. We got one of them. We got one of the grappling arm. I need 4 more quartz. And since we had a little bit of a spike in viewership there, the reason why I'm so tentative is for this series, it is in hardcore mode. I did perish in my last attempt in that wreckage. I don't want to perish again, at least not until the bridge. Until the bridge is finished. And if you don't know what the bridge is, we are building a bridge between both islands. I didn't call them land islands this time. Are you guys proud of me? Wait, I went off the rails. I looked away. Sunbridge. It is good to be back. And I always say that every time, but it's because every time it's good to be back. It's just such a peaceful game. And at this point, it rarely makes me scream. I'm not going to say never, but rarely. Also, man, I explain what's going on and everyone leaves. I see how it is.
Welcome aboard, Captain.
Okay. Whee! And do I go and get more, or do I start building? Because we're gonna have a decent amount of glass after this. And this time I think I'm gonna write down where we're starting and where we end up by the end of the stream here. Sorry, I was taking a drink. That hydration, very important. Even if you're surrounded by water. Especially if you're surrounded by water. Oh yeah, we're gonna have... I think it'll be time to start building. I do want to go up and eat, though. Give me some of that sweet, sweet bulbo. Nom 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 nom. Okay. More quartz. Every time I go the wrong way. Every time. There is something also calming about the rhythmic making the same item over and over again. As I fuck it up. I should have just enjoyed the moment. There we go. Okay. Oh, one more piece. One more piece. One more piece. Okay. Yeah, there's enough room in titanium. Let's start from this one. Grab as much as we can. And then find out how far we need to go. So 1633. Where's my pen? There's my pen. My pen won't write. That's fine. There we go. Okay. And... reminds me of the drummer librarian who thought he'd lost his rhythm. Phineas and Ferb. You know, I didn't really like Phineas and Ferb when I was younger, and the more I hear about it now, I feel like I missed out and I need to watch it as an adult. When Gamer and I lived together, Gamer taught me the joys of the music from Phineas and Ferb. Which was very unexpected. Okay. Now, I notice you can't make absinthe in Subnautica, which indicates it's an illegal weapon. I mean, I can't make other booze either. But the Degassi base down in the bulb zone had alcohol bottles. I'm starting to suspect that I might need to make some corrections in orientation as we get closer to Alien Island. How much more? That was the last of it. Okay. God, this world is so pretty. And that was already over 100 meters, so let's do that again. Yes, so alcohol exists, but your fabricator, which is unable to make weapons, can't manufacture it. Yeah, but we don't know that that's the only thing it can't manufacture. Music as a musician in that show was very much appreciated. Also, Victorious has had a lot of talent in the show. Both were awesome to watching as a parent. Victorious came out slightly after my era of watching things on that channel, I believe. But honestly, that was a golden era for a lot of TV. A lot of kids' TV, I guess I should specify. Might be brewing something similar in the bioreactor. Tapping it would be a trick, though. That's a good point, Phil. I bet you can modify a bioreactor like that. And then if we do that, do we really need to leave? Coming for you, Alien Island. You can't escape me and my slow crawl. What if the floating islands actually moved around, and so that was like, as I'm trying to build this, it just completely throws me off course and the entire thing just turns into a wiggly maze? I think that would be amazing and hilarious. Also, I'd be so mad. 2, 4. Okay, so 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. So that's over 200 meters down. Now we just need more quartz. Let's see. And we did that in about an hour and a half. This is gonna take a while. But I am hoping to do, like I said, I'm hoping to do some longer streams on Saturdays. Not this Saturday. Not intentionally this Saturday. But going forward this month. We'll get this. Yes, Gary, I want you back in my inventory now. Wee. Oh, I need to sneeze. Oh, thank goodness for that mute button. No.
Welcome aboard Cal Systems Online.
Let's see what's down here. I'm starting to suspect this was a mistake. Nah, it's fine. Is there any quartz down here? Some rubies. I always come down here looking for rubies, but... I'm so sorry, what did I just kill? I am so sorry. There's that. Yeah, there's a little bit here. Okay. How far away? Ways. Wait a minute, you're not a clown and your name's not Poco. That's tomorrow. Okay. And I don't need to see that one right now. And if you guys are thinking that I'll forget that I have beaconed that, you're entirely correct. But I'm going to do it anyways, and pretend. That was a sound. Yeah, I'm kind of afraid of whatever I hit. I'm not gonna lie. Chat, I think Squish is playing the wrong game. You're not gonna I know my schedule. I have a nicely laid out schedule. We're playing Poco tomorrow. Poco and Birth. And I'm gonna start at 6. And probably end at like midnight, because they're both puzzle games. Birth isn't supposed to be that challenging, but I'm sure I'm gonna manage to turn it into challenging. Oh, there's another one. I'm not gonna label both, but I hope I remember that there's more than one. I'd look around, right? I'd assume that there's going to be multiple if there's one. Yeah? I'd make that correlation. It's probably not a good correlate. Like, it's probably incorrect. Wait, there's a schedule? Where? It's on the Discord. In that thing that says, upcoming streams. That channel has a whole schedule on it every week. Hey dude, take off the radiation suit and get the armored dive suit. After you repair the Aurora, don't need it. Am I still wearing the, I am still wearing the radiation suit. Thank you for pointing that out. Also, welcome to chat, Frozen. Ah! God, fuck off. That scared me way more than it should have.
New blueprint acquired. Signal location uploaded to PDA. Integrating new PDA.
Oh.
Data. Integrating new PDA data.
Hey guys, you know how I was like, I need to not take risks? This is hardcore mode. I need to stop fucking taking risks. Tomorrow still to be determined. Tomorrow is going to be Poco and Birth. 2 puzzle games. The first one is like it's a mix of 2D and 3D. It looks very adorable. I'm very excited for it. And then Birth is entirely hand-drawn.
Keen, this is Aurora. Come in.
This is Keen. Life pod detached to OK planet fall in 30 seconds.
The computer has identified a landmass at the attached coordinates. I want you to regroup the crew there.
Understood, but
They are your responsibility now. Don't let them down.
Captain, you need to evacuate.
Negative. You'll need the ship in one piece if you're going to contact HQ on the long range. I'm attempting a controlled descent.
Captain!
Yeah, so, we're gonna have some puzzle fun tomorrow. And then for most of the rest of the month, my solo streams will be this. Brother, I didn't even know you were on hardcore. Props to you for making it this far. I have finished the game on hardcore before. This time so in this playthrough, before we even get to the actual, like, plot of the game, I am building a bridge between... Okay, so there's a third one. I'm building a bridge between the two islands. Why am I doing this? Why am I doing this in hardcore? I don't know. The further I get, the less I know why I chose to do this in hardcore, except I know it's me, and I do stuff like this. But this is where we're at. How have I not gotten you yet? Yes, Zach, I'm building a bridge. You've been here. You're the one who named... Where is it? You were the one who named the middle section Sunbridge. Get the armored dive suit, though. It makes you take less damage from combative creatures. Let's... I do not seem to have that yet. What all do I have? We can unpin that. I meant to unpin that when I first got into the game, and then I didn't. Okay, we don't have that yet. Was I? I honestly don't remember. If I recall correctly, you weren't exactly in a state to remember, that you had suggested it. But yes, that Sunbridge came from your suggestion. If it were easy, everyone would do it. That's true. I definitely don't like to make it easy on myself. I just like the extra challenge. I always play Path of Exile in hardcore mode as well. Okay, there's another one. Is it worth it to bring Prawny Boy over here? I think we're gonna try it. This might be dumb. Without the grappling arm, this might be dumb, but I'm going to. Hell yeah, the Freedom Bridge of Planet 4546b. Look, I just want... you know what? Never mind. The names I have for those have some implications that I don't want to imply. Whee! Every once in a while, you just gotta have some fun, you know? Okay, Prawny Boy, let's go on an adventure. Oh, I don't like maneuvering in this thing.
Welcome aboard, Captain.
Oh my god! You can see my bridge from here! Wait, let's get this loaded up again. Look, you can see the bridge! Oh, I missed this game. Is there any way I can donate to you to help you play more and even possibly the second game? As of right now, no. But I am planning on playing the second game. There will be more Subnautica upcoming, so if you want to subscribe, absolutely subscribe. Like I said earlier, I don't know if you were here yet, but I will be doing this series probably for the remainder of Friday and Saturday this month. So I can finish this up, and then I have a series I want to do with the randomizer. Where? There. What are the names? So I have Alien Island over there, and I have People Island over there. All dependent on the structure. Okay, 600 meters isn't that bad. Maybe I don't necessarily need grapple. I mean, I do if I'm gonna go in a pit. I do to get those other ones. But this is fine. Snatch? No. Thank you. Maybe I wouldn't have to, like, dive. Maybe after this, maybe we're gonna try going in there. Because it would be really nice to just be able to get some of this in my inventory. That looked wrong. Okay, where's my beacon? And why do I have a peeper in here? Be free. And now I need to find... Hey, Broken Soul, welcome to chat. This game is fun. It's one of my favorite games, hands down. Ah. This did not attach to the other one. I see. I think I might leave the prawn suit over here, though. Because where I'm going to want to take it next will be closer over here. And I already grabbed what I could out of the inventory, so we're just gonna sea glide back. But I'm scared to go deeper because it's scary. It is scary. And fun fact, I am afraid of deep water. I don't handle that well. But for some reason, this game, I think it's just because I've played it so many times, but it's a little easier for me in this game. I still whimper when I see the sea dragon, but, you know, it's fine. Thank you, Frozen. I appreciate the sub. And I will be getting the second game. Despite the drama that's going on, I want to experience the work that's been put in by the Unknown Worlds team. They have given me so much with this game and Below Zero. Me playing Subnautica 2 is about supporting them. Not Crafton. Just pitch black darkness and terror. I don't know. The Lost River is pretty well lit. Where haven't I gone today for quartz? I've kind of hit all the major areas. I could build some of the bridge out of titanium just to get us a little bit of progress.
Seek fluid intake.
But it's not as pretty. I like having the glass. The glass is pretty. But how do you get most of the blueprints? Well, so there's two ways. If you find items to scan, let's see if I can find some here. Yeah, okay. So you find some of the items to scan just around. And for those ones, you kind of... It's a pretty natural progression of what you'll need in the areas as you go further and further out. And then other times, typically in like portions of the ship like this, or in escape pods, you'll find data boxes. And those will have a full blueprint in them. You didn't seem to care for the shallow water in space the other day. Shallow water in space. In Split Fiction? Water bad. Water scary. I think part of that was because I was unprepared for space water. Oh yes, yeah, on the not Star Wars planet. Yeah, no, that I didn't like that. You could alternate between materials. That's true. I could alternate for a little bit. Bro, same, deep water and big open spaces is scary as hell. That's why I love this game so much. That's kind of where I'm at too. I see the scary thing, I do the scary thing. Because the scary thing is the fun thing. Okay, if I'm gonna alternate, I can get some titanium here. Because I'm gonna need to head back for water. Okay. True mascot. If it's scary, then it is fun. Yes, and that is how I want to live my life. Is it gonna get my heart racing? Then I want to do it.
Intake immediately.
I will get there, Deborah. God, she's so bossy. I am rather far away from Sunbridge and People Island, though. I should probably head back. Maybe Deborah was onto something. Set up a donation link or something. Nobody ever plays this game live anymore. Scared as hell. So I do have some plans for that coming up here. We'll see how quickly I get that up. This Mesmer points out that shallow water is very safe. It is your primary directive to swim closer to that beautiful creature in that safe environment. I don't like the Mesmer. Why is the rendezvous point turned on? Why is the rendezvous point turned on? You want water? I feel like I have plenty of water right now. Actually, in addition to this, I do have 2 bottles of water next to me. You guys know I like to stay hydrated. Ah, yes, you're dying of dehydration while surrounded by water. But this water's salty. Ah, and the strawberry drink is sugary. Yeah. I'm opening one of the lime ones after this one. We're almost there. We'll make it. We're fine. We're fine. Sounded like Squish was also salty. I'm always salty. Wait. No, I'm not taking it back. Most shark attacks occur within 10 feet of shore. Why would you say that? Why would you say that? Also, speaking of sharks, I would love... I just saw that that's at 3%. I would love to do one of those shark cage things. I'm going to cry. But I think that would be so much fun. Okay, I have space. It would not be fun because I would cry. Crying just would happen.
Vital signs stabilizing.
Just casually eating me some tree. Okay. Let's get things sorted here. Okay, so I do have a full box of titanium at this point. If I can get a full box of glass as well. The first time I've seen a Reaper, I screamed my 13-year-old head off. That's fair. Some of you guys have seen him in chat now. Doof, who pops in on occasion, was in Discord with me the first time I saw Reaper Leviathan, and he accused me of trying to make mating sounds to the Reaper because I was just so scared that I could only make noises. As the reefback gives its opinion, but that's okay. We like its opinion. One of the nice things... Oh, you know what? Why the hell do I have that in there? One of the nice things about... I went the right way this time. Having my base be this floating bridge is that I haven't had a reefback try to hump it yet. We missed Squish mating calls. Only for the first Reaper sighting. I'm sure you guys have heard plenty of mating calls in plenty of my playthroughs so far. That's one of the perks of playing the scary games. Don't worry, Reapers hunt by sonar, so it's only looking at you if you can hear it. You remind me of that every time, and every time I hate it. Especially with how close we've gotten to a couple of Reapers this playthrough. This session, I should say. Okay, let's fill up on water again. And how much glass do I need? Oh, I have 2. Okay. Can you build on the reefbacks? I haven't tried in a while, but last time I checked you could not. Don't worry, everyone gets spooked by the Reaper. I remember Jacksepticeye screaming like a girl when he first saw the Reaper. Oh, that's a blast from the past. The days when everyone was just starting to play this were kind of... I miss that era of YouTube. I'm happy that I'm in the era of YouTube that I am now, right? And I think that's only because I'm doing it. I haven't really thought that hard about it, but watching YouTube, man, them were the days. Oh, come on. Can I please not hit every fish along the way? So one thing about the drama with Subnautica 2 is on one hand, I am sad that I'm gonna have to wait longer, both to play Subnautica 2, and I did promise you guys a single stream playthrough, start to finish, of the base game, of this game. And I'm not gonna do that. I want to do that right before it comes out. I don't want to do it too early. So I have to wait to do that now too. But on the other hand, is that a third fucking time capsule? Holy shit. We are raking in the time capsules today. This planet is beautiful, but with this beauty, it is also very dangerous. All I can tell you, if you find this, is never give up. If I have done it, you can do it too. See, everyone in this community is just so affirming. Did I pick that up, or was that in there? Also, look, it's the flashlight you guys want me to use. That has an ion battery. Nope. What am I doing? Thank you. Oh, okay. When ads were actually skippable without waiting 30 seconds, yeah. We'll let you skip the ad when the ad's about done. Don't worry about it. You still owe us a 48-hour continuous stream. Look, I don't know about 48 hours, but there might be something in the works for something a little extended. Maybe something crazy like a. Well, now it doesn't seem crazy because you're suggesting 48 hours, but what just happened? Maybe a 24-hour one. I'm not saying it's going to happen soon, but there might be plans in the works. Okay, we're just going to throw these in here for now. Problem with the first game is that it was laid out for everyone to play and see before it became the great game that it is. Okay. I understand why you're saying that, but also it wouldn't have become this great game if it wasn't laid out for everyone to play, because a lot of what they did to make it the game that we know and love is based off of the feedback they got from letting people play it. Okay. There's a quartz node down there, but ain't worth it. How much do I need to donate for a 48-hour stream or 24-hour? Look, I'm doing all this for free right now. Enjoy it while it's free. No, I have been thinking about doing a Patreon or something, but the thing is like, I want to give you guys something special if you guys are giving me money, and I just don't know what that'll be yet. So I do appreciate that people want to support the channel. It means a lot, and especially because eventually I want to do this full time, so I can give you guys my full attention to the content that I'm making. And we'll get there. We will get there. But right now, we're here to enjoy the journey along the way. Why the bing bong? I don't like when it does that. Is it possible to gift app on Steam? Gift app? I'm a little confused by what you mean. Do you have a PayPal? I do not well, I do, but I don't have access to it. So that's basically no. Like I said, I'm doing this for free for now. And I'm always open for suggestions on what to play, or new challenges to do with stuff like this. There is a Discord, and that should be down in the description below. And there's a section on there for any suggestions you want to make. And I'm very open to whatever you guys suggest. After things like Darkwood, where I really didn't think I was gonna like that game, and I ended up being just so thoroughly taken with it, I'll try whatever you guys think I'll like. Purchase the game and give it to someone. Oh, I think they have to be on your friends list. I think that's kind of the limitation of Steam. And not that I'm close to the limit, but they do limit the number of friends you can have on Steam. So that's not really a viable thing right now. Because I am trying to keep those slots open for people I'm doing collabs with. Because I dream big of having many collab partners, even though I don't really... I know this is gonna seem strange, but I'm not big on people. I like you guys. You guys are okay, but like... other people get weird. Isn't PayPal under some serious litigation currently for the honey business? Is it? I would not be surprised. Would you ever play Outlast? It's a scary game that's dark as hell. Outlast is on the list to play, actually. I have wanted to play it for a long time, and then I think Zek has popped into chat since you've been here. He's someone I collab with, and he and another person I've collabed with have highly suggested it. So I really am excited to play that one. How many friends do you have? Not a lot. Not a lot, but I'm keeping things open for those collabs. Hopefully. Never mind the fact that I get way too stressed out when I collab with a new person. But it's fine. It's fine. I'm totally well adjusted and able to function when other people are around. It's fine. Warper. You could have a rotating guest collab spot. Oh! Ow! So expectations are managed. That's true. Stop it! You suck. Okay. You stop it now. I know there's some quartz down here, but it's not a lot of quartz. Play it at least 1 a.m. in the morning. Oh my god, I know, I'll cry. But we do, I do play with the lights turned off every time I'm streaming. I used to have one light that I kept on. It was very pleasant and right next to my head. And then it started changing colors when it wasn't supposed to. So now we don't do that anymore. Now we play in darkness. It's real good for my sanity. Outlast is probably one I should put on to play soon, though. I honestly, just with how long this series is going to be, I feel like I don't have any extra slots for this month.
Welcome aboard, Captain.
But I'm hoping to get plenty of new games streamed next month. If you want to cloud with me, I don't care about views. I just enjoy playing games for people who are trying to lay back and chill and listen to something funny. And that's kind of the vibe I like to go for with collabs. I care about the views on this channel, but I'm very much of the mindset that if I'm not enjoying what I'm doing, why would you guys enjoy watching me? If I'm not having fun, that's not fun to watch. So I just want to have a good time and let you guys, and give you guys a fun place to hang out, you know? Yeah, warpy asshole. Why? Why would you warp him to me? I didn't even know that was possible. I have never seen that before. That was some absolute bullshit. Oh, it's fine. I'm fine. I'm only a little angry. Oh, God, that was scary. Oh, I hear you. I hear you, and I don't want to hear you. I know what that is, and that's bad for my bones, my blood, and my beanie bits. I'm contractually obligated to monitor Squish's online streams for contraband. I figured it was the same for everybody. What do you mean? Nobody here is looking for contraband. No one's getting paid to be here. You're all here of your own volition, right? Would be in darkness, but RGB is unavoidable and custom PCs is it. Okay, I guess I do have the red light from my PC on me at all times when I'm streaming. But if it's red light, is it really that much better than darkness? The vibe diversity from your collab cast against the changing environments is a great variety show. Yeah, it is kind of crazy, just the wide birth of personalities in so few people. Also, they're good to nap to. Well, thank you, Infernal. I'm glad I give you some good napping content. Got that soft breathing yellow. God, the phrase soft breathing yellow is terrifying. Why is the ocean gurgling? I don't like the gurgling ocean. Okay. Now I'm just hearing the Reaper sounds in my head. I'm freaked out because I can just hear their sounds in my brain. I don't appreciate it. That was just the ocean discussing best marinade for protagonists. Spoiler alert, they like...
Advised, a common complication for cave divers is loss of orientation, followed by eventual asphyxiation.
God damn it, Deborah. Why you gotta scare me? Oh. The King in Yellow? We met her. Oh, that's another thing I need to play. I need to play the next Sucker for Love game. I don't think I went this way. That seems to be a safe bet since I already found 2 pieces of quartz. 3 pieces of quartz. Please. Please just have a grappling arm. Ouch.
New blueprint acquired.
Wow, apparently this time I was going to have a real easy time with the drill arm, but the grappling arm is going to be a bitch. Is BioShock still in the queue somewhere? Yes, BioShock absolutely is. The problem with both BioShock and Mass Effect is that because there are multiple game series, especially with BioShock, I want to be able to play all of them relatively close together. So that's my hesitation in jumping in, is I just want to make sure that I have time to kind of roll into the games. I don't know that I'm going to play them back to back exactly, but at least close together. Come on. Your debris field is so big. You're gonna tell me that there's not a single grappling arm anywhere in you? Really? Even if I say pretty please? With honey and sugar on top? And cherry? Fine. It's not like I wanted it anyways. Any more quartz? Quartz? Quartz! Salt. Salt. Quartz! I have so much inventory space. Remember to make fake spoilers about collectors and husks before she plays Bioshock. We don't want her familiar with the critters we're telling her about. I do. Oh! I think we saw each other at the same time. Oh, Squish, how about a modded run instead of a challenge run? What mod are you thinking? Because I know the randomizer is a mod. And then I just read your comment above that.
Seek fluid intake.
Mutant. Mutant. Why? All the fake spoilers and the gaslighting, I just... How can I really trust my chat? Is the randomizer like the improbability drive? Oh my god. I wish. That would be so much fun. I want to play that game. Every time you pick up an item, you get just absolutely insane outcomes. I lost the thread of what I was trying to say there. You guys know what I was trying to say. I'm sure you guys know what I'm trying to say better than I do most of the time. Grab some of the items to just throw in a locker. Wrong way again. I got it right once. And I think... Well, what time is it? It's a little early to call it. I was gonna say I'll do the alternating bridge section and then I'll call it, but it's a little earlier than I want to. So I wanna at least play until 9 tonight. In my time zone, before anyone gets any ideas about what that means. Yeah, I want to play until med check time. If I don't remind you guys, who knows if you'll take your meds? Who knows if I'll take my meds if I don't remind you guys? Yes, that is how that works. Give me tree.
Seek fluid intake immediately.
What do you think I'm doing, Deborah?
Vital signs stabilizing.
You think I'm chopping down this tree for fun? Maybe it's a little fun, okay? But that's not why I'm doing it. Half an hour, half an hour, half an hour. A little more than a half an hour. Nope, that would be a half an hour. Never mind. It was a little more than a half an hour when I checked. So I can't extend your Steams by going back to Korea for a No. No, you can't. But I will be back tomorrow with Poco and Birth. I almost forgot the name of the second game. This way. This way? This way! I got it right. 2 times out of how many times have I gone in and out of this? I don't answer that. I don't want to know. I really don't want to know. More glass. More glass. Okay, that's all the glass. Oh, but where do I go? With a horror themed channel, we know her real name tomorrow is Pennywise, not Poco. Look, it's when Pennywise is on vacation, okay?
All systems online.
You think Pennywise can be scary all the time? Clowns need vacations too. That's the wrong way. Let's go by Alien Island. That's a bad idea, but we're gonna do it. Oh, holy shit. Sometime during this stream, the channel hit 400 subscribers. Holy shit. Thank you guys so much. I know we got a new subscriber with Frozen, and if the other person who subscribed today is here, thank you so much. And thank you guys, everyone who has been here for... God, how long have the rest of you guys been in my chats now? I'm so used to seeing your guys' names at this point. I'm literally like, okay, I'm gonna stream and hang out with Mutant and Grills and Phil and Mad Lad So at 9 p.m. we're switching to 400 subscribers stream. Not tonight. But I do think I'll need to I'll need to figure out a way to celebrate. 400 is not a small thing, and we kind of stalled out for like the last 30 subscribers here, so I want to celebrate this. A bit. Yeah, a bit, Infernal. You've been here since the beginning. Nice, still seeing it as 398. If it's under the video, it won't update until you do the thing. Do the refresh. That's what it's called. I know words. And don't worry. I'm gonna get some sleep tonight, so the stream tomorrow I'll know more words. Maybe I'll be able to say them, but I'll know them. So that's our first victory right there. F5. Okay, and it's funny because instead of refresh, I did almost say F5. And then I second guessed myself. And I'm realizing that I second guessed myself with the take a screenshot button. Cave. I know what's in cave. Do you guys know what's in cave? I don't need you. I was thinking I needed you, but I don't need you. But what I do need... Wait. Is it not in cave? Am I crazy? Lithium. I thought there was a tablet in this cave. Oh, Alien Isolation sounds like a good celebration stream. I'm pretty sure that's not a single stream kind of game. I know you guys would like it to be. I know you guys would like me to be live for that long. I do want to say, in terms of doing the 24-hour streams, just in terms of doing long streams, I have gotten... I have some people who are willing to support that. Which, that's the biggest thing, is I can't stay up for 24 hours by myself. So, I have some people who have signed on to help with that. And now it's just a matter of actually figuring out what we're going to do and how that's going to function. That is not going to be the 400 subscriber celebration, though. As much as I would love for it to be. I don't think there's really quartz over here. I was being hopeful, but I think I was being overly hopeful. F5 is perfectly acceptable, though I watch on the Mac. I know nothing about shortcuts on the Mac, so I'm sorry. There's some good monster support games for celebration stream. Alien Isolation has a very relaxed monster. Deck of Haunts lets you feed lots of protagonists to the monster. What was that? Do you have a hairball? That was a noise I don't think I've heard in this game before. And Carrion is another good monster feeding stream. That's one I have looked at. Alien Isolation Slumber Parties 7 to 7. So no Dark Souls 2 shield only celebratory runs. No. I'm gonna be real honest with you guys. I don't know that you guys are gonna see Dark Souls on this channel. I mean, I could probably be bullied into it. Let's be honest. You guys have bullied me into less. Into more? More or less? You guys are bullies. But as of right now... You mentioned accounting stream? Counting stream. What would a counting stream be? What would I have been thinking? I'm thinking very hard about that. You guys are bullies is a phrase that will stay close to my heart. Thanks. Good. I hope it does. Chat, have I mentioned I love you guys? You guys are awesome. You guys are still bullies, but you guys are awesome. You're my favorite bullies. Of all the people who bully me, you guys are my favorite. Counting numbers in blackness might have been a meme. Okay, so that sounds like a fun 400 subscriber celebration. God, I'm just imagining I do that and how many subscribers are like, oh, I'll finally check out, I'll check out one of the live streams, and then that's what they come into. I'm glad you enjoy being bullied. Oh God, that's a look for the two new subscribers here. I can't back down from it now, so it's out there. It's out there in the world. I put it out there. I mean, you weren't here for the horse girl conversation, right? So like, it's not the worst thing I've said this stream. Safe word. Baloney. Baloney is a terrible safe word. I will absolutely talk about baloney on stream. I need a better safe word. Give me safe word suggestion. Nope, don't give me, don't. Nobody in chat. No ideas. Nope. I regret everything. We're gonna go work on the bridge now. Lasagna, but what if I have lasagna for dinner? Because we all talk about dinner frequently. I wouldn't have lasagna for dinner. Lasagna would be so much work. Even if you do frozen, it like takes a lot of time to bake. Kansas is a good safe word. Okay. Kansas isn't a bad one. Retraction sustained. Oh. Raspberry Mike's was my safe word in college. That's a lot of syllables for a safe word. Like, it's not complicated, it's just a lot of syllables. The last safe word I established with someone was Darth Vader. I'm not proud of this. It's also not the most ridiculous safe word that has been established in my life. Oh, right, we were gonna do half and half. Only 4. 4 seems like a lot for a safe word, though. I sound like I'm judging. I don't mean to sound like I'm judging. That's not what I mean here. Because lasagna is just pizza with feelings. Does your pizza not have feelings? I would just like to say the viewers went down while we talked about safe words. Good to know that in the modern era, sex does not, in fact, sell. We can't cheap out. We can't cheap out on the content here. One. I did not establish how many of each I could do. Pizza is a cold, hard mistress. I mean, you don't have to save it for later. You can eat it fresh and hot. Get those pizza snuggles on a cold, harsh winter night. Friday night channel surfing? Maybe. Yeah, probably. I love, because it never occurs to me to check until we're talking about weird things. Not necessarily weird. It's pretty standard for us at this point, but it's just very funny to me. I can only come up with food ones for some reason, and I'm afraid to use a food one because I'll talk about food with you guys. Wrap yourself in the tender love of stringy cheese slice of deep dish goodness. Oh, deep dish pizza sounds so good right now. I did not eat before I started streaming. I am realizing this now. I should have done that. I should have fed myself. I should have taken care of myself. I preach it to you guys and then I don't practice it. Oh my god, we're right next to the Aurora. I think we're further than we got in the first attempt. Are you able to set jump points in the stream while in progress? I don't know. I don't think so. Because it has to... What's the word? I don't remember what the word is. I'm going to go with coalesce after the stream is over. That's not the right word, but it makes me happy to say it. So it has to coalesce after the stream is over. Compile. Yes. Coalesce. I'm sorry. I apologize for my behavior today. I regret nothing, but I apologize. Swim down and ask the Reaper if you've made it farther. No. Funny story about that. No. I will not. Thank you. Okay, well, we'll get as far as we can. I think we made it far enough we're gonna have to make another hub. What is the next leg of the hub of the bridge going to be called? So our first point is Sunbridge. What's the second one going to be? George. George is a good name. Bueller. Bueller. Shit, I'm out of power. I need more juice. I should have been paying attention to that. I'm silly. I am silly. And here I was thinking that I had kind of jumped the gun on this, but at this point, running back and forth is gonna bring us up to med check time anyways. Craig. Look, I'm loving your suggestions. Does anyone else have suggestions? Because I'm only seeing one name throwing some out. Kevin. Okay, also a good name. Let's get... You don't have batteries. Oh. That's not a battery. I'll exchange you for right now. I didn't realize that was an ion battery. Okay. Reaper watch. Okay. And then we'll do, how do I make a poll again? There we go. I'm going to make a poll. You know what? I'm choosing my favorite of Infernals 3. Oh, but Craig is pretty good too. Okay, you know what? Infernal gets 2 on the poll. And we'll let that run until we finish the stream. Munch, munch. Munch, 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 munch. Okay. That's enough food and water. I'm excited to see how far we get. This is definitely further than we got with the last one. And if we're making the same progress that we've made so far, I think it's only going to take us about 3 more streams to finish the bridge, and then we'll play the game. Also, can I say that I'm amazed that nothing has started glitching out because of this build yet. You posted poll before I could give my last suggestion. You gave 3 suggestions. Don't worry, there'll be more hub opportunities. Hub-opportunities, if you will. And while you guys are voting, what side of a turkey has more feathers? Has the most feathers, I should say. Uh, 5 and 3, okay. One. Two. Yeah, I can't put it past you guys. What's brown and a little sticky? Don't be weird about that question. I think we're just about level with the Aurora. Okay. So this is where we're ending at 1185. So let me get my handy dandy calculator. How do calculators work again? So we progressed 448 meters. And I think it's about every 400. Yeah, because People Island is 800 away. That will make a hub. So we have a little bit of time that we need to kill. So I'm gonna go and get some titanium, because that's all I need, right? Yeah, titanium, and that will need some quartz. Okay. We'll need 6 times 3 is 18, plus 2, so 20 titanium and 1 quartz for that. I went to the store to buy hot dog, cheese, and candy. The clerk said I must be single. I asked why, and she said, "'Cause I'm ugly." Okay, that's funny. Time doesn't fight back, so it's easy to kill. Oh. Jump. Oh. Oh no. Okay. I can cause problems. I shouldn't do that. I would be devastated if I caused so much problems that this crashes or something. So what is brown and a little sticky? A stick!
Welcome aboard, Captain.
This is the wrong side. That is one of the dumbest jokes I know, and it's one of my favorites. Boo! Hey. Hey now.
Welcome aboard. Count systems online.
I don't need you to think I'm funny. I know I'm funny. Okay, anyways. Just need some titanium. I'll get the hub built. It'll give us a little bit more distance too. Oh, wait. Oh, hey, there's the quartz I need. My mom thinks I'm funny. I was gonna say my mom also thinks I'm funny. I think I confuse my mom more than my mom thinks I'm funny. Come on, you're supposed to have debris I can pick up. Okay. Fine. I'll steal from these guys. I didn't want to steal from you guys, but the Aurora said I had to. It talks to me now? Probably something to do with ocean madness. Why is it every time something good happens to me, you guys call it some kind of madness? Ah. And that would be metric time. So let's get back to lamp. We're all mad here, sweetie. True. But that's no excuse for ocean rudeness. That follow-up reference was just stuck in my head. I'm sorry. But it is med check time. So if you gotta take your meds, take your meds. If you guys need to hydrate, hydrate. Get yourself some water. Hydrate so you don't dehydrate in the middle of this vast, salty ocean. And if you guys need a snack, get a snack. Feed yourself. Like I'm going to as soon as I'm done with this stream, and like he just did on Mussy Moth. Tooth? That was not a tooth. That was an illusion. That was a lie. Okay. My med check time. And back to hunting for titanium. There's not really a lot of titanium to steal from them here. Wait. Nope. Illusion. Illusions and lies. Nothing here. Oh, wait. There's a grav trap. Okay. But there's also a crash fish and a farting dude, and I ain't into it. Speaking of farts, I got a brand of beef jerky that I have never gotten before. And like, I know that some people have described that smell when you first open a bag of beef jerky as like a fart smell. I've never really experienced it that way. This bag of jerky was the fartiest bag of jerky I have ever opened in my life, and I opened it in the car. It was a mistake. But I didn't know. How could I have known? It was my first time getting that brand. Okay, that is our 20. Truck stop jerky. Off-brand jerky from truck stops is the best. I try every different type of jerky that I see. I love me some good jerky. On top of being the fartiest bag, it's not particularly good jerky, which makes me sad because I did get 2 bags because they were cheap. But they were cheap for a reason, apparently. I don't smell organic smells, so I don't really know what you're talking about, but I've heard people mention it. Yeah, it's never really smelled that way to me until this bag. Also, this bag is like, it's supposed to be original flavor, but it's kind of spicy. And like, I like spicy, but I'm not, like, my beef jerky is not, I don't get spicy beef jerky. I want to taste the meat. I don't want to taste spice or spicy. I didn't mean to turn that, fuck, I didn't mean to turn that into glass. Please tell me that I still have a piece of quartz in one of the things. Please. Oh, thank God. Okay. Come on, lamp. We're going on an adventure. Most of it doesn't smell at all to me. Do you actually not smell organic smells? This is one of those things where it's you, mutant, so I don't know if this is a fun fact about you, or if this is a... I can smell cumin, which to me smells the same as gunpowder. Okay. Come on. Come on. Oh. I also can only smell certain things. It's an odd fact about me. I have no sense of smell for most organic scents. That's really interesting. I don't have titanium. Okay. That's fine. Oh, wait. That changes... Ah, shit. I didn't make ladders. I didn't think about ladders, guys. I'd need 4 more pieces. Come on. Pretty please. I already used up my honey and sugar earlier. And to no avail, so can you just be kind to me? You're kind to me! Wait, I don't have a fabricator over here. Fuck. I still appreciate your kindness. Thank you. Check sea moth. Did I put? Nothing in there. Nothing in there. Nothing in there. Nope.
Welcome aboard,
Nope. And of course, the one time that I want titanium from those, I get copper. There is... Oh, you're close. Never mind. We can go here. Scanning blueprints you already have equal to titanium. That was what I was looking for initially. But I think we're in an area that I picked pretty well clean earlier. But I intentionally leave those because I don't like taking them away from the toothy boys. What are they called? I've been delicately dancing around the fact I don't remember what they're called throughout this entire session. Okay. It makes me so happy we're getting to the point where we can see the bridge. Ugh. Bonk. Stalkers! Yes! Which direction? Okay. I don't remember what stalkers are called, and Infernal seems a bit iffy, so you're out of luck. Well, thanks for trying, guys. I appreciate it. Okay. We'll get a couple lockers in here. Put you on the wall, even though we don't have the rest of the stuff for that yet. Oh, and then I think we'll call it here for tonight. We are so much further. Actually, how much further are we? That gained us another 12 meters. So all told, it was 460 meters. I don't want to hear about crooked locker syndrome, Infernal. My lockers are fine. Oh, wait, nope. We can't end quite yet. And it looks like... End poll. I have a feeling I know what one. Yep, okay. And looks like Bueller is the winner. So we have Sunbridge and we have Bueller. Okay. Back to our beautiful view. Oh, this was great. This was a really good session. I feel like we accomplished a lot, and I'm really excited to see that we probably only have about 3 more sessions before the bridge is built. And then, like I said before, once the bridge is built, we'll finish playing the game in hardcore. I don't know if it's going to stay not glitchy. I have a feeling that things are going to get real interesting, and I don't know that we're going to be actually capable of finishing the game once we get to that point. But we're going to try. Remember, the real goal of this is to build the bridge. So if I build the bridge and I can't complete the game, I'm still okay with that. The bridge was what I wanted to do. Also, thank you guys so much for 400 subs. I cannot tell you guys how happy I am to have seen that. I'm not gonna cry. I'm not gonna cry. I might cry when we do the celebratory stream. I don't know what we're gonna do for that. I wasn't expecting to hit this tonight, if I'm honest. So I have to figure that out. But if you guys enjoyed the stream, please leave a like. It does help the channel out. It also lets me know that you guys enjoyed it. And if you're not already subscribed, subscribe so you can see more. I will be finishing this series this month, and we have plenty more Subnautica challenges. We have plenty more other content that is upcoming. Thank you, Phil. I will go and eat something. So I hope you guys had fun. I know I did. Have a good night. Bye-bye.
Seek